the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. On the visitor's sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Cincinnati. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 46, here's second down and 3.
Rip, 23.
And they'll run it once more with ETN. Whoa! And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Third and long.
13, Luke. Hey, Lon.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
11.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Hey, Ron. Hey, son.
Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for ETN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Son,
They'll try the jet sweep. Here comes Brown. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Catch made right side. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his first touchdown of the new year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Bengals nothing.
It's not enough.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And what his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
First down. Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson down to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. Uh-oh. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. But Jaguars offense going to take over now for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. And you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that golden rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, it's ETN. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Rip.
Now give on the ground, finding room to the 20. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll run it here with ETN. And he's into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bengals 7. Logan Brooks to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So and he will score. T. Higgins, touchdown Cincinnati. That is second TD catch of the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. And that will lead to a second down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
These are 24. Silver.
Now Etienne. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find his tight end, it's String. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Jaguars first down.
Hey. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
21 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Hey, Lion.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Now a handoff. Etienne. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
First Jenkins. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Rip, 20.
On the give, it's Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Right, let's go. Hey, Ginger.
Now here's Lawrence. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try to run for it. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is Etienne. push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Hey, run! Stop.
Again, they give it to Etienne.
Travis Etienne, the ball carrier.
So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. As they will see what they can do with this 3rd and goal.
Red on red. Silver.
They'll try and run with Etienne. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
Little on for the Jaguars field goal.
Little's kick is good.
The kick
And the Jaguars move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
When you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack with the unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibot. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go.
First down and goal to
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Slot man gonna move in motion left. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
That one taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson, who on the extra point. And the Bengals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguar first down.
They'll go back to Etienne on first down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
First down, Jaguar.
Rip, 23. Hey, stop. Here we go.
On first and 10, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Red on red.
Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Third and long.
Hey.
To throw is Lawrence. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Moore.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Hey, go. Here we go.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Hey, Lion. Son, this is hot.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Hey, run.
They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down, picked up on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Lisa, 24. Hey, Ginger. Set.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. So, here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal.
Red on red. Here we go.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
He second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready? On the red. Go. Hey, so go. Let's go.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
At the 6-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Sills.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
A 23-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the deficit down to 1.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft. The draft has become this multi-day, huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously, so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner. Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Now timeout to Jacksonville. Their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. To throw is Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
23.
They go play action for Lawrence. Oh, a loose football. I believe one of the Jaguars was able to get in there and recover. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they will remain down by 1.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins in Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And it's the Raiders defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the mistake out of the rookie quarterback. That's going to hurt because this one is taken back all the way. Touchdown. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Baker Mayfield to his new weapon, the rookie Emeka Ibuka. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Bucs get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the veteran, Aaron Jones. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. The Vikings even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked the touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball for 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I am so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Brown. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
11.
Here's Brown. And he'll take this one in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jags offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's...
And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
They will go ahead and decline that one and take the 2 points. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. Both these offenses have been informed. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All time here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
11 mighty.
They'll run here with Brown. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Once again, it's Etienne. He's got a first down inside the 45. And he will go all the way. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. Ooh. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
On 2, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. From the 33, here's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
11.
Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Twelve.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. Moving to his left. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So we're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This one hauled in by Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and a yard. He'll get this out wide. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Jacksonville.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He's got the hook up there to OBJ. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him 1 more here in week 2. 2nd down, Lawrence. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
That's interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses.
And he will score again. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be to start this drive. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Burrow here on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be third down. Burrow. They find Brown out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That's fielded at about the 18. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
Rip, 23.
Now Etienne, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Decent 24. It's hot.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he's going to have a Jags first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, a give to Etienne. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. quick slant. He's got Hunter. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's got the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 9-yard line.
Now here's Lawrence. Left side, caught by Hunter. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical 4th down stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Brown. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
11 Thomas.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. He's trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
1st down throw for Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
6. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Burrow to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will go up by 7.
Jaguars 42.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. It is 2nd and a yard.
Brings up
Back to throw. Lawrence. Man, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt.